Scafell Pike is the highest mountain in England, and though this was planned for Friday, with the weather being so fantastic, Chris and I decided to take it on this Thursday. We start from the National Trust car park in Bracken Close and make our way along Lingmell Gill via Brown Tongue to Hollow Stones. Here we make the decision not to take on Mickledore and carry on the main path, ascending to the summit from Lingmell Cole. We were going to take on Broad Crag and Ill Crag, but with Chris's new hip we decided to take it easy and just drop down to Pier's Gill for a break. Then after taking in the summit of Lingmell, we dropped down over Goat Crags back to the Cub. Just 10 months ago Chris had a major hip operation, so this was going to be one hell of a test for it. The route from Wasdale is the shortest you can take to Scafell Pike, but it's one of the best. An excellent path and some fantastic views en route. With Chris's new hip, it was the only way to go today. Even from Wasdale there are several ways you can achieve the summit of Scafell Pike. The best way is without question the scramble up Mickledore, but today again, because of Chris's hip, the better part of Valour was taken and we went up via Brown Tongue and Hollow Stones. Hello there.
Morning.
Lovely day.
Fantastic. Have you seen the views today?
Let's have a look. Onwards. It's a beautiful day. This is personally my fourth time that I've ascended to Scafell Pike. My first time was with Fat Boy team members Mick Geraghty and Pete Curtin, where we camped overnight at Great Moss and then made our way up via the path that runs parallel with Little Narrow Cove. The next time was with Dave Galloway from Seathwaite, where we came up via Grains to Esk Hawes and we went over Great End and then ascended to Scafell Pike that way, having also taken in Sprinkling Tarn. We then dropped down via the lovely corridor route and had a look at Stye Head Tarn before dropping back down to Seathwaite. The third time, where I took up Ray Winsley, was in very difficult conditions from Wasdale and we descended via Mickledore. Took a very long time to get down that day. All these ascents are on the Fat Boys website, as is another ascent of Mickledore where Dave and I take on Scafell. Bearing in mind that this was October, we really were lucky to get this fantastic weather, and the views were just awesome. Now, I don't want to make Chris's head any bigger than it already is, but I have to take my hat off to a man who just 10 months ago had had a full hip operation. He was now at the top of England. Well, here we are after doing Scafell Pike with Chris. He's been the tallest man in England, briefly. And of course, Scafell being one of the most popular fells, there's a few people on there, all enjoying this glorious weather. What a day. After taking a short break on the summit of Scafell Pike and meeting some old friends from the Wasdale Head Inn, we descend to a coal underneath Goat Crag, and then we drop down to Pier's Gill for another break. The descent to Pier's Gill is quite a scramble, and a lot of care is needed here. Here we are on top of Lingmell. Another Wainwright for Mr. Blake. Nice one, Breggy.
Well done, I'm here.
There's Westwater. And you can just make out Winrig. It's all a bit dark, unfortunately, because of the glorious sun. But there's Scafell. There's Scafell Pike. There's Great End. Sorry, that's Goat Crag. And there's Great End. And over the back there, through the cairn, you can see the wonderful Great Gable. And there's Kirkfell, Pillar, Scafell, and all those wonderful fells, including Yew Barrow down there. Unfortunately, the old camera wants to go dark, but you can see Sea Talon over the back. Ah, what a day. And what a lovely cairn that is. And here we are, victorious in all our glory, having done Scafell Pike and Lingmell. How do you feel, Chris?
Great, absolutely great. 4.5 hours.
How's the hip?
Hip is really good. Stomach, not so good.
No.
We're all good.
That's the trouble with us fat boys, we need to work on our stomachs.
But we've enjoyed ourselves.
You won't get a better day than this, folks. What a day. You can see all the way to Keswick. It's just superb. What a cairn this is. I love it. Alright then.
Now the 2,500 foot back down the road.
Goodbye.
Feel the pressure on the end of your toes. Good fun though, I think. Good fun. We're just going to go straight down, across that little ridge, across that sty, across there, where the trees are, the cars park. About another 1,500 foot to drop. So still quite a way up.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Yes, very well. good here, isn't it?
Great for the time of day. Ambience.
Ambiance.
Tout de five.
Yes, ambiance. It's looking a bit dark, but it's not really. Scafell is bathed in glorious sunlight. You want to go home? Well, that's the road to Scafell. That is the way to Wasdale Head, and this is the way to Bracken Close.
Sun shines.
It does.
On the Scafell.
It does. Goodbye. Goodbye. As we return to the car after another wonderful day on Scafell Pike, the most pleasing aspect of this is that Chris's hip, a 10-month operation, successful. Thanks for watching, and as always, we look forward to seeing you out there.